Next level is mastering the mind. How do we master the mind? We want to learn about presence, lucidity, awareness, and of course, concentration. Concentration is like a muscle. You know, we go to the gym, we work out, we ride our bike, we swim, whatever, we work on these muscles. Concentration is also a muscle. And the more you develop concentration, the better impact it has on every single other thing that you do in your lives. How do we do that? One of them is meditation.
Mm.
You know, so often I know that this is something that is getting more popular in the world. However, it's not so prevalent as it could be in each of our lives. And it's usually one of the easiest things to let go of in our busy schedule, because you think, man, I have so much to do. And just sitting with my eyes closed or doing a meditation technique isn't very productive.
Mm.
The fact is, it's one of the most beneficial things you can do is looking into your own mind and understanding the mechanism of your mind and understanding where thoughts arise from and learning how to find the space between thoughts so you can find that peaceful state. And the more that we look into our own minds in meditation, the more it benefits everything we do. So 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, once or twice a day, just look at the science. It is so clear that meditation helps with every aspect of your life. So now I've given you all these practices. And when do I have time to do it all? In the morning, you do a few minutes of exercise, you do a few minutes of breathing with the locks, and you do a few minutes of meditation. You can have a practice that's pretty complete. And I would say 15 minutes is a quick practice. 30 minutes, you get quite a good practice. And in an hour, you have a deep practice. If you learn how to balance the parts of your
Mhm.
practice, a little bit of physical workout for muscles and lungs, and a little bit of breathing to purify the energy channels. And you do it with the locks that we've taught you, and you do some meditation.
Mhm.
It's not so much time that you don't have the ability to do it each day if you make it a priority for self mastery. Then we have mind control, which means you learn where to direct your mind in life. And we've already talked about directing it into the body, into the chakras, but also in the act of lovemaking. And even what we're going to talk about in a moment, this idea of self pleasuring that's part of our journey as men to learn our response to sexual stimulation. If we learn where to direct our mind during stimulation, during pleasure, it's going to give us much more power over how our body responds to this pleasure. In addition, conscious lovemaking. Now, this is really where we're going with this next class next Saturday. Conscious lovemaking is conscious awareness of all these levels: your breath, your energy, your emotions, your thinking, and guess what? Even your ejaculation. And what I'm about to talk to after this break may be very surprising for some of you, but if you can keep an open mind, okay, if you think you know it all, I can't help in any way. If you come to us with an open or an empty cup, then we can start to give things that can enrich your lives. And if you don't try these things, you'll never understand. But I'm going to try my best to help you understand by why learning to control your ejaculation is helping you to step into a higher level of self mastery for so many reasons that I'm going to get into in just a moment.